Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join this interview today. We really appreciate your willingness to share your experiences. And before we begin, I like to introduce. We like to introduce ourselves. My name is Najmi Adianti, and my friend Sifa. And we hope this conversation will be comfortable and enjoyable for you. Okay, to begin our interview, may I kindly ask you to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Senam Agitosu. I am a Togolese. I'm learning um, in UP right now at the Faculty of Business at FEB. I'm pursuing a master's degree in management, specifically marketing management. So
Okay,
yeah, that's about it.
okay, okay. I think for the interview, we'll move to my friend Sifa. I will ask you the questions. Please, Sifa.
Sir, it's
Okay.
your time. How are today? How was your day
Um.
tonight?
Yeah, it was a nice day. I had a lot of fun. I was preparing food from my country, and I had help from my Ghanaian friend to do that. Because tomorrow is cultural festival day at FAB, so we're preparing
Uh,
food for the event.
uh,
So yeah, it was quite an eventful and fun day.
Mhm.
okay, sir. I want to ask you, what subject are you currently teaching?
Generally, I teach either English or
Mm,
I teach stuff like critical thinking and um, emotional regulation, stuff like that. That was my business back in my home country, Togo. So that was what I was doing mainly, like teaching lessons about critical thinking, effective learning techniques, how to learn, memorize, and apprehend
okay.
lessons better. So that was what I thought. But basically, I was a tutor in English. That was also my private practice.
Okay, that's all you can do. Okay, thank you, sir, for sharing that. And next, I want to ask you, how long have you been teaching at this university?
At this university, no, it was a tutoring practice. For English, it was
Oh,
tutoring practice. But I also taught high schoolers. Uh, yeah, I also taught high schoolers even recently.
yeah, okay. Thank you,
English, I mean.
sir. Okay. And next, what challenge do you most often face in teaching? Challenge, if you're teaching English.
The challenge I often face is children's motivation because sometimes I give my best to teach the children, like to give them instruction, but sometimes it's hard to get them into the lesson because they're not always motivated. Maybe because they had a bad day, maybe because at home it's not they're not in a good mood or something happened to them. But sometimes it's really hard to get the kid to be interested at all in what you're doing. So yeah, I think that's the main obstacle that I face in teaching in general.
Okay. So, sir, how do you overcome this challenge?
Generally, I try to make the lesson relevant to them. And also sometimes I just try to I make a little pause in the lesson. I leave like instruction by the side, and I try to engage the kid. Like I will ask personal questions if they're comfortable sharing what's happening to them with me. Then I will have a normal conversation with them. I'll try to empathize with them or whatever, give advice because, yeah, I've been a kid too. So mostly their problems are generally not that complex. So generally, I always have something to tell them, advice to give them. And once they're reassured or encouraged based on what they're facing, then they're more enthusiastic about getting back to learning. Or what I can do with their current problem with something that I can teach them, like I what I want to teach them to the problem that they're facing right now. So it makes it interesting for them, and they will be like interested in learning. But it doesn't always work out, but I try anyway. So yeah, that's it.
As being a teacher?
Sorry, I didn't get that. I think your
Sorry, sir.
connection was
Shiva, can
Nishifa.
you
Yes,
repeat
I
that?
couldn't
What do you
listen.
enjoy most
Mm.
being a teacher? Can you hear
What
me,
do I
sir?
enjoy most being a teacher? Is that the question?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I heard the question. I think it's what do I enjoy most being a teacher? Is that it?
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay. Um, so to answer that question, what do I enjoy most is I think should we continue? Because it's off, I
Never,
guess.
never mind, please, sir.
Will she join back soon?
Never mind. We can continue.
Okay, okay. Okay, so what I enjoy most being a teacher is to be able to make an impact uh on the kids, like to make them understand um something important, something that will be useful to them. I like to see kids learn useful skills, and that's what I enjoy most about teaching because I can teach kids a lot of things, but if I don't think that what I'm teaching them is going to be useful to them, I don't really see the point. But for instance, English is a language that will always be useful to learn because it's the most internationally spoken language in the most countries on earth, I guess. So I think it will always be useful to have a good knowledge of English. So enjoy most is seeing is helping kids learn something useful, like make it useful. That's I guess what I enjoy most.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry for me. Okay, next with me. What
Okay.
advice? Okay, what advice do you have for us as a prospective teacher? advice for us in the
Oh,
future, teacher?
mm, okay. As prospective teachers, the advice I will have for you is to cultivate patience, because like the teaching profession requires a lot of patience. You need to always be ready to listen to the kids, to actually listen, not just to pretend that you're listening, and to engage with them and to repeat yourself a lot of times. Because if you're teaching, you need to be ready to repeat yourself because the kids don't have the same level of understanding as you do. So you need to be ready to repeat the same stuff again and again, and have the patience for that. The second thing is that you need to be ready to be a perpetual learner yourself, to continue learning always. Because maybe there will be new ways of teaching that are better than the ones we have now. And if you're someone who keeps learning, then you will know better and teach better when you continue to educate yourself on your profession. So those are both of the things that I will recommend. First, be patient, and second, continue learning yourself. So also, so you can relate better to the learners because you also are in the same process as them. So yeah, both of those things.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for your answer. That is all for the interview session. Thank you very much, sir, for your time, for your this participation. Now, I would like to hand the session back to the Najmi. Thank you, sir, for me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, once again, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us in this day today. I really appreciate how openly you share experiences and insight. It's really helped us to understand your journey as a teacher. And also, we enjoy our conversation today, and we admire your dedication to what you do. And once again, thank you so much for the time and kindness, and we wish you all the best in your career and the future project. Okay,
Thank
I
you
think
very much.
we will close this interview. Thank you so much again, sir.